everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and today is New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year. Since we're going into the new year, I want to share with you all my favorite products from 2019. Some are old, some are new, but at the end of the day, they were my favorites throughout the entire year, and I'm wearing all of them today on my face. So to start, I'm going to talk about the primer that I've been wearing all year, and it's the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. And it doesn't look like I used a lot, but I've used it for quite a bit. You don't need much either. This is a really nice primer for me. I love it because it has like a dewy finish, and it makes my skin feel hydrated and juicy and plumped and all that good stuff. The only thing that I don't really care for is the gold flakes it has. They don't really blend into the skin. They just kind of fall off after it dries down a little bit. So the purpose of the gold, I don't understand. Other than that, the formula is beautiful. It leaves my skin beautiful, and I highly recommend this one if you have dry skin especially. Now for my foundation, I like to mix these two. My most favorite foundation at the moment is the L'Oreal Infallible Freshwear foundation, and it's a little bit, just like a teeny bit light for me. It's the shade 425. I mix a couple drops of caramel from Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and it creates the perfect shade for me. But the combination of those two is my favorite. It makes it look flawless. My skin still looks like my skin, and it covers what I want it to cover, and also it doesn't cover too much because I don't want like my angel kisses to just fade away. I still want them to be seen through the makeup. So I'm not necessarily a full coverage person. And for my dry skin, it's been working really well. But alone, I do want to say that it kind of looks a little dry and cakey. But if you have like a moisturized base, then I really recommend it for dry skin. Now for face powder, I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10. I also use the shade 15, but that's when I'm a little more tan. It's more for the summertime, but this one is like all year round for me, and it's perfect for baking too. I don't usually bake, but I do pack on a little bit of powder under my eyes when I do like a very dark, or there's gonna be a lot of fallout from eyeshadows. But usually when I do those kind of looks, I use this as a baking powder. But my favorite part about it is that I can set my face with it. I don't need a lot, and it creates a very smooth effect. I don't know how to explain it. You have to try it for yourself, but I love how this feels and how this looks. It's definitely hands down my favorite powder of the year. Now this is fairly new to my collection. I got this a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, but I've been in love with this Revolution bronzer Reloaded in the shade Take a Vacation. This is gorgeous. Like, it's like the perfect shade for me. I don't like it to be too warm, and I don't like it to be too cool. I like a more neutral bronzer. This one is starting to be my new favorite. And I almost skipped this one, but for concealer, this is my favorite out of the whole year. Even though I bought this during September-ish, but this one is beautiful. I like to wear this with a full face. I like to wear it with a no makeup look. It's like the perfect shade, and also the texture, the finish is absolutely beautiful. It is the number 7 Lift and Luminate Serum Concealer, and I highly recommend this one. I really enjoy this one. I have to definitely go get another one once this one runs out, but I am in love with this one. This one is awesome. For highlighter, I have 3 throughout the whole year. These 3 were my absolute favorite. I'll start off with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petal. It looks like this. It's just gorgeous. Like, the shade is phenomenal. Let me show you. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It's a little bit dark for me, but once you blend it out a little bit, you can still get away with it. It's just phenomenal. Like, it's beautiful. I really recommend this one, especially if you're on a budget. This one's a good one. Another highlighter I've been loving is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This one gives such a beautiful natural look, like a dewy kind of finish. I'll show you what it looks like. Like, it's so subtle, but at the same time, it's so brightening. It's the perfect natural highlight that I've ever had. So if you're looking for something like that, this one is beautiful. I also use it for like all over the face. I'll just grab like a big powder brush, swirl it around, and just lightly dust it over my face. And it just gives a beautiful glow. I love that one. This one is the Colourpop Supershock Highlight, and that is the shade. This is insane. It's intense. It's so intense, like, but it's gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. You could always blend it out too, to sheer it out, and it still gives you a beautiful, beautiful glow. I love this one. This one is more for like a summery, glowy kind of look, and also like a summer night, or just you just want to shine or want to glow as much as possible. I do recommend the Colourpop. This one is in the shade Flexiterian. Now with the brow products, I only have one favorite right now. It's a little dirty, but it is the Browgal, the convertible palette. I think it's called, yeah, the convertible brow in brown hair. And I've had this for, I want to say 2-3 years. I've had this for a while. It's probably like past its time, but I'm still gonna use it. Like, I don't see why I have to throw it away. I know everybody says there's an expiration, blah blah blah, but this just goes on my brow, so I'm not that concerned about it. It still works fine. It doesn't smell bad or anything, so this one is just my favorite. It's lasted me forever, so by the time I have to replace that, I feel like it's worth it, you know what I mean? Now for my blush, I have quite a few favorites, but so far this one I've been wearing a lot more often, and it is the Alamar Cosmetics Colorete Trio, and the shade that I've been using quite a bit is the Seclusion one, which is this one right here. I've used the other ones too, but that one has been like my go-to. It's so beautiful. All the shades are beautiful, by the way. The Toasted is just a little tad bit dark. It's a tad bit dark, but I can still get away with it if I go light-handed. But this one I highly recommend. You get 3 shades. You can always mix 2 of them or mix all of them and create your own shade. This is a very nice palette. I absolutely love it. Alright, I think next is going to be my eyeshadows and actually my eyeshadow palettes. Out of all the eyeshadow palettes that I own, I want to say this one has one top spot. It is the Colourpop Midnight Masquerade palette. It's like the collaboration with Disney. And you guys, it has like, oh no! I just dug my nail into that shade. Oh my god. You kind of fixed it. Sorry, I just dinged that one. Alright, so the shades in this one, it's just so gorgeous. Like, I've been using it a lot lately. This has slowly worked its way up. Actually, not slowly. It's just worked its way up to being my favorite palette throughout the whole year. And the quality is there. The price is unbeatable. I highly recommend this palette. Now for liner, I have a pencil one and I have a liquid one. So the pencil one is the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner. And it's the black one, obviously, and I've been loving this one. It just glides on my waterline so effortlessly, and it's so pigmented. I really do recommend this one. And for the liquid liner, I love the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. It has a very fine brush tip. I don't know if you can see that. It is so fine, and it creates the most delicate, detailed line. Like, I don't know if you can tell. I know that was pretty crooked, but it's pigmented. It lasts a long time. The finish is matte, which is what I like in a liquid liner. I can't stand shiny eyeliners. I hate it. I just can't stand it. It has to be matte. So for this one, for it to be $2.99, I believe it's $2.99. It's either $2.99 or $3.99, but either way, it's a very good price for a liquid liner. So get your hands on this one. I honestly recommend this one. And these are fairly new to my collection, but I've been obsessed, so obsessed with these ones. It is from my recent video, and it is, or at least one of my recent videos, and it's the Chaos Cosmetics, the multi-chrome loose, or actually loose and pressed, but the multi-chrome pigments, they are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. By the way, let me remind you, everything I've been talking about I have on my face. For the highlighter, I have the Essence Pure Nude, and the bronzer, I mean all of it, I have everything on. So for my eye look today, I used the Junebug shade from Chaos Cosmetics, and I used the Disney palette, or the Colourpop and Disney palette. It's just so gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I want to say that this is probably my favorite product. Of all the products, I want to say, because I'm so obsessed with it, these are my favorite. These are my favorite products. And for the lips, I have been obsessed with this liquid lipstick. It's from Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip, in the shade Bear With Me. It is a beautiful shade, and I have a few other ones, but this shade is just gorgeous. I love it. It's like, it's neither cool or warm. It's neutral. I like neutral lips, neutral palettes, neutral everything. I do love neutral shades. So this is what I have on today, and this is one of my favorite formulas. Also, I've been obsessed with this one. It is the Pixie Matte Last Liquid Lip in Pastel Petal. I love these two shades, are my favorite. This one's slightly more cool. They almost look the same, but this one's slightly more cool and light, and this one is more kind of deeper and warmer, but they're about the same. But the formula in the Pixie liquid lip is probably my favorite. It's 15 bucks, but it's definitely worth it. And for the gloss that I'm wearing today, it's, gosh, I didn't know what I was missing until I actually bought it. And it is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. You guys, I know everybody raves about this one, or just the gloss bombs in general, but they are not kidding. This is a really good lip gloss. You definitely have to get it. If you've been asking yourself, no, it's just a hype, it's not worth it, 18 bucks for a lip gloss, please. No, it changed my whole opinion about lip glosses. Like, I don't like lip gloss, but I just don't like the way they feel. But once I bought this one, I'm a lip gloss person. I'm such a lip gloss person. The second to my favorite lip gloss, I also like the NYX Butter Gloss, and I have the shade Tiramisu. I don't want to compare the two, but for the price, if you really want to get a good gloss, I do recommend the butter glosses. But trust me, they do not even compare. The Fenty one is definitely a lot better than this one, but I still say if you're going to go for a cheaper route, I would say go with this one. And for my setting spray, I have been using this one for years now, and it's still my favorite. I have not found a single setting spray that works as well. It's not really making my makeup last as opposed to other ones, but the finish, like, it's unbeatable in my opinion. I don't really like a lot of Morphe stuff, but the setting spray, they definitely beat that. Second to favorite would be the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This one, I love it, but I don't love the fact that it has a shimmer. The formula is great, the shimmer isn't. If it didn't have the shimmer, I would totally use this more often, but honestly, I've only used this for like a night out where the shimmer doesn't really bother me. So I believe that's it. Those are all my favorite products, and let me know if you guys have any of these products and if it worked for you or if it didn't, or if we have the same favorites, and tell me what your favorite products are as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.